It's my pleasure to be here today, introducing our, let's say, cooperation of Neural Lab solution. Concretely, I'm going to be talking about our Neural Server Suite solution, our main solution based on server, and how it works together with the IPVMS Spectrum from DW, on Digital Watchdog. Yeah. So let's start with a little bit introduction about Neural Labs, about our company. Yeah. In order to let you know, yes, it's this is our 15th anniversary this year. So we have been over 15 years. We have been offering excellence in recognition technology and constantly evolving. What does it mean? It means that we have been always searching for being an innovative and let's say taking care of our customers. What is the main differences about Neural Labs? What differentiates us is our high recognition rate in our traffic analytics. Yeah, it comes from 95% up to 99.9%, always depending on the country and the scenario. Yeah, 100% of this technology is developed by us. It's developed on intelligent and artificial intelligence techniques like deep learning and neural networks. But on the last times, 80% of our technology is based on deep learning. Yeah, we also offer consultancy and advice in the scenario design. So it's also important that all the traffic analytics are done well, but also is so important to have a good design before the commissioning of the solution. Yeah, and also we offer a very good post-sale support service in order to help the customer if they have any trouble with the solution, or in order also to help our and yours customers in the commissioning of the solution. Yeah, it's important to let you know that 4 or 5 years ago, Neural Labs made a transition from LPR, so a license plate pure company, to a traffic analytics company, to a solutions company based on traffic analytics. Okay, let's talk a little bit about what Neural Labs is working on, or what the Neural Labs does. Yeah, you can see we work on traffic analytics based on the vehicle. Traffic analytics as license plate recognition, instant speed recognition, color recognition, make recognition, and also classification or type recognition. Yeah, those analytics are upon the vehicle. Yeah, it's based mainly on deep learning and computer vision, and as I said before, it's based on our own R&D. Yeah, and that is because we have a big know-how. Yeah, because even though the company has just 15 years old, yeah, some of our workers, some people from our team, has more than 20 years experience on that field. Yeah, what traffic analytics can we take out from the vehicle? We can take license plate, we can take country, we can take make, color, speed, and also classification. But also we can get other analytics that are not based on traffic, that are not based on the vehicle. An example that are based on logistics. Yeah, we can get also with the same solution. We can get also ICCR, that is automatic container code recognition, for that the big containers that transporting goods. Yeah, also we can get another analytics like the IMO diamonds for let's say for dangerous goods, and also the ADR plates or ADR codes for, let's say, dangerous goods that are being transported by road. We can also get other analytics, not only the ones from the vehicle. Yeah, we can get automatic container code recognition, IMO diamonds, and ADR codes for the transport of goods by road. Yeah, dangerous goods by road. Okay. Yeah, from those data or results we get from the vehicle, here comes our vertical solutions. Yeah. Okay. As said before, we give consultancy and advice for all the solutions needed. Yeah. And let's start with the first vertical we can go through with Neural Lab solutions. Yeah. It means access control. Yeah. As an example, allowing access control to parking solutions, an example, parking companies, to shopping malls, to housing estates, and also with our solutions, you can get double validation. You can only not getting just the license plate or the brand, let's say the make of the car. You can also get through our, an example, through our Neural 2 Vegan model, you can get the double validation, just getting the RFID code of the card of that user and get also the number plate of the vehicle. And if both are correct, let's say you have a both of those both ID code, you can open and grant the access, open the barrier and grant the access to the vehicle, to our installation. Yeah. Our second vertical gets part of our big, let's say our big, one of the biggest group of solutions. We have a bigger group of solutions with 3 verticals for smart cities. Yeah, the first vertical, and this is the one that we have more spread worldwide, is security. Yeah, because we have less integration. Yeah, let's say we have integration in our solution with third-party lists. An example, lists from the police or lists from the city. Yeah, with that integration, we can make forensic search, detect even cloned lights, or also mostly, let's say, 60–80% of our solution are on fixed points, but we have also onboard solution, especially designed for police cars. The second vertical inside the smart cities is traffic or enforcement. Yeah, we have a special service, which is a back office service, which can detect undue behaviors. Yeah, we cannot, as Neural Labs, cannot let's say send a fee to an end user. We have not this. We are not allowed to do that. But what we do is detect these wrong behaviors, yeah, and propose the penalty. Then a officer, let's say, or a policeman can, let's say, accept, reject, and those penalty proposals that are accepted can be sent and exported in the official format that is going to be allowed to send straight the penalty to an end user. Which behaviors can we detect? Yeah, we can detect red light systems. We can detect wrong turn. We can detect illegal stop behavior. We can detect average speed or section control. We can detect also access to restricted zones. Yeah, and finally, we have the third vertical from this big group, from smart cities. Yeah, which is mobility. In this vertical of mobility, Neural Labs can help you getting statistics of, let's say, how many cars enter or exit the city. And also we can get distribution of those transits. You can get between 9 and 10 in the morning, how many cars or how many motorbikes enter the city and how many trucks exit the city. And also, like we are doing nowadays in the city of Barcelona, we can get pollution control. Nowadays, it's a little bit stopped due to the COVID-19 situation, but we have sensors around the city of Barcelona for pollution control, and depending on the level of pollution of the day, the city of Barcelona puts a limit of pollution. Yeah, so with the solutions of Neurolabs detecting mostly license plate of the vehicles, we can now do to this integration with the police databases if those cars have the specifications to enter the city or not. Yeah. Also, we have the vertical, another important vertical, which is the ITS, working in stop-and-go tolling systems, free-flow tolling systems, shadow tolling systems, and also section control. In that vertical, normally the Neurolab solution are working as a technology provider. Yeah, and at the end, the last but not least vertical is the logistics one, which is more focused on port, corporate buildings, and free zones, mostly working not only with the vehicle analytics, but only with container code recognition, so based more on the logistics field. I hope with this, let's say, long-lasting slide, you have a whole idea of what the Neurolab solutions can do. Yeah, and now let's gonna talk a little bit about our main solution, which is our Neural Server Suite, yeah, which is a multi-video analytics software. We can detect LPR, ICCR, color, make, classification, speed, country, lane, and direction or sense of the vehicle. Yeah, it has a powerful LPR engine. Yeah, because we can detect the plates of all the states inside the United States and Canada. We have, as said before, a back office service, which whom can detect these undue behaviors. Yeah, so it have infraction detection, and he's in charge of doing the penalties proposals. Yeah, it's a multi-camera software solution. So we have 99% of the cameras from the market, IP cameras from the market integrated, so working in our software. Yeah, let's say all are STP cameras, all H.264, H.265, MGPEG cameras, and for sure all the video analysis and deep learning is done and processed inside our server, let's say in our data center. Yeah, and for sure, and this is how it is so comfortable software, it has a server client architecture. Yeah, all is done in the data center, all the processing inside the server, but all is shown or all is managed from our end users with a client, our new client, which is our new neural web client. As its name says, it has a web interface, so it could be accessed from, it can be accessed from any device that has only a browser. This is what just need a browser to access our new neural web. Yeah, and as I explained before, we have connection, that is important, with external databases integration. Yeah, in example, databases from the police or from the cities. Okay, talking about our new web interface, so our new neural web, for sure it has users management, so we can allow users, some of them just to check incidences, yeah, so just to check results, but another ones we need that they will be able to check our penalty proposals and accept them, and also they will have access to the, let's say, the logics of our application, our solution, which are the lists. So some users will be able to access the list 1, 3, and 5, and another one will be will have only access to list number 2. Yeah, it's important to say that our new neural web interface, our new neural web client, has integration with LDAP system. What does it mean? Normally, we are working more and more every day with public administrations and let's say with the local councils and cities and police stations. So with the same user that the policeman access his let's say his laptop on the work, he can access our interface from NeuroWeb because it's straight connected with the Active Directory of Windows. Yeah, this is what means the integration with LDAP. Okay, for sure we have lists and actions management. Yeah, we have lists, and when we have a match, we can make some actions. Yeah, we can open a gate activating a relay from the camera or from an external module. Yeah, we can send an email. We can send a TCP/IP message, and more and more and more different actions. We have also alarms and maps in real time. And we have also occupancy control. This is specially designed for shopping malls or for residential areas, and also for private parkings. We can make for sure with a lot of filters a forensic search, and we can ask for on-demand reports. And at last, you can see that we have our neural server back office service. This service is in charge of proposing those penalties, proposals, yeah, and taking a look in our database for the results and to see, okay, you want to look for wrong turn detection, you want to look for access control restriction, okay, these are my proposals. Then through our neural web client, the police or somebody that is allowed to will accept, first of all, review the proposal, accept it, and then if it's accepted, export it in the official format. Okay, this is how it looks, our new neural web client. Yeah, you can see on the right top of the image, you can see the incidences filtered by classification, by make, by color, by instance speed, by number, by license plate number, and on the left, on the right bottom, sorry, you have also a list of real-time alarms. Yeah, you can see our new feature that is, let's say, we have integrated a very small BMS, yeah, inside, but just very small because we just give us 30 seconds of real-time video just to position all the cameras inside the map. And then we have also a customized but very useful service, which is Neural BI, which is used as a dashboard, and it will show all the results and all the data in the format that is useful for the end user. Yeah. Okay. And before starting with the integration with Spectrum, let's talk a little bit what we have done worldwide in access control, security, smart cities, ITS, and logistics. Yeah, more than 60 municipalities in Argentina and South America use Neural Labs license plate recognition for security. Yeah, we have installed more than 500 cameras in a single project in the state of Sinaloa in Mexico. Yeah. Also in Europe, we have started the initial phase of 70 cameras in the city of Barcelona for pollution control in the low emissions zone. Yeah. Also, we have parking systems worldwide, working with parking manufacturers, with malls, and with airport car parks. Airports like Madrid, Mallorca, or Barcelona in Spain. In Europe, in Spain, we have a lot of traffic enforcement projects in cities like Olesa, Sant Just, Castellbisbal, Olot, San Sebastián, Lugo, Estella, among others. In order that you can understand, these are cities from the north and the northeast of Spain. Some tolling systems in highways in Texas, North Carolina, and Colorado have our LPR technology. In Colombia, we have 400 police cars using our LPR. Also in South America, we have ports for automatic container code recognition and license plate together in Argentina, Chile, Colombia, also in Spain for sure, Uruguay, Turkmenistan, and Myanmar. Yeah, and we have also some references with some important references in Africa. In Nigeria, in the city of Lagos, we have LPR for police cars and fixed cameras for security. Okay, which are the benefits of integrating neural labs with the Spectrum IPVMS? Yeah, which is the advantage of both technologies combination? Yeah, with our traffic analytics system. So let's say we have a neural server suite. We can index the recording that comes from the Spectrum. Yeah, and when we have these recordings indexed with traffic analytics, we cannot no longer make just a search of a video through date and time. We could make that search by traffic analytics. So now with the integration of the Spectrum IPVMS with our neural server, you can make a search by color, by type of vehicle, by license plate number, also by instant speed, by all the traffic analytics that are being done with our system. You will be able to make a search. So it's very useful for the end user because he can search by license plate, by date and time, by color, by make, and also by speed, and also by make. So we make a search, and what we get from Spectrum, we get the video associated to that traffic analytic. So we get an evidence, and we can make a search. We can make that searches more intelligent. Okay, here you can see a live screen of Spectrum IPVMS. Yeah? So I'm making a search by bookmarks. Yeah, those are, I'm using the combination of two traffic analytics. Yeah, color and make. Yeah, I'm searching black and Audi, and I'm gonna get all the recording, all the results that have in the database black plus Audi. So all the vehicles that are black and all the vehicles also that are from the brand Audi. Okay, how neural lab solution works with Spectrum IPVMS? Yeah, they say IP standard cameras, DW cameras send the video stream to the Spectrum IPVMS. Yeah, and that's one of the main advantages of the combination of those both systems. We don't get, neural labs don't get the stream from the IP cameras. We get the stream straight from Spectrum, and we send back just the metadata. Yeah, what does it mean? That we send back only the results in order that Spectrum could index the recordings with those metadata neural labs is sending. Yeah. In example, what are we sending? We send license plate, we send instant speed, we send classification, we send lane, we send direction, we send color, and we send make. Okay, how is the neural server suite integration? So let's see how it works with the IPVMS. We just need to go in our neural server software to our configuration screen and select in the toggle that says VMS integration, we select DW Spectrum. Yeah. Once we have it selected, we create a new camera. You see, I created DW camera. Then in connection, I select that this is a DW Spectrum camera. Yeah. And automatically on the right side where it says cam, we will have all the cameras that are already on the Spectrum IPVMS. We select the camera that we want, and automatically the software will fulfill the field that says ID. And that's it. We have the camera added to our system and getting the stream straight from the IPVMS system from Spectrum. Okay. So what is sending neural server to the Spectrum IPVMS? We are sending all those analytics you can see on screen. We are sending license plate, we are sending speed, we are sending direction, we are sending make and color, and also we are sending classification. And in case we want, we have not just as in this example that we are making that traffic analytics just in one lane. If we have two lanes, also neural server will send the lane where the car or the vehicle was detected. Yeah? All these results, let's say, it depends how many of those traffic analytics has our customer, let's say, activated or selected. But all of them that will be available in our neural server suite will be sent to straight to Spectrum IPVMS. Yeah. So let's try now to show you. I have a connection to a full system combining the neural server suite and the Spectrum IPVMS client. So I will show you, and we have a little bit luck because due to the COVID-19 situation, we don't have a lot of traffic on the street nowadays. Yeah, but let me check. Okay.
All right, there we go.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
You can see
it.
Yeah.
See
Okay.
your.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. You see that the screen is making some kind of let's say boost in green color. So around with the live video, when a traffic analytic is detected, a new one, we have around on the mark of the screen, yeah, on the limits, it gets green and it blinks, yeah. It means that a new result has been detected, yeah. You can see we can click. You can see it's live, yeah, and we have new detections. Yeah, let's check an example. This one, yeah. Okay. Or the second one, 5165 BYN. Yeah, and we can get easily the live video.
So yeah, so we're getting a little bit of delay, Raúl. So we're getting a little delay with the with the GoToWebinar interface, just from all the different hops that it's making. So we're just now seeing that Volkswagen car with the tag. But what's important for the audience to understand is that he's using the bookmark search, and he can put in any of the properties that Neurolabs is capturing in the search bar, which is in the upper portion there, this right underneath the bookmark logo on the right side of the screen. So Neurolabs is creating a bookmark event, a generic event, then creating a bookmark, and then all the metadata that is associated with each one of these reads is coming in as part of that bookmark and is searchable. So where you see, for instance, he has Toyota there is one of the properties. So you could search just by Toyota or just by red in this case, and pull up information about red. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so we can search by combining, we can search by red, and we can search Audi. So we can get all the Audi that we have detected in red. You can see, yeah? Let me stop it.
Catch up here in a second.
Yeah. You can see it now, yeah? I know you have a little bit delay, but I stopped here the red Audi. Yeah, we can combine all those bookmarks. Yeah, also we can make a search by classification. We can search by bus. Yeah, and we are gonna get all the buses that has been detected. Yeah,
right. So we're seeing the bus now at this point. So what's important about when he pulled the camera into the Neurolabs server so when it made that connection to DW Spectrum, it went and looked at the DW Spectrum server and found all the cameras being managed by DW Spectrum in that drop-down list of the screenshot that he was showing. And then from there, he picked the camera and he had highlighted the ID. And so the ID is where the association is happening between the camera in DW Spectrum. That's the DW Spectrum's camera ID, so that when he creates that bookmark rule, it's going to associate it with that particular camera. So here you see in the server, you hit the drop-down list. So when in the type there, you see DW, and then it goes and it finds automatically all the cameras that are being managed by DW Spectrum. Yes. When he selects a camera, it's going to pull over that ID, and therefore, and that's what's going to get the Neurolabs server to connect to create the bookmark automatically through the API as a generic event coming into Spectrum.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can go back. Easy. Yeah. If you go back over to, can you go back over to the DW Spectrum server just for a second? And just, if you could right click on it and go to camera rules. It's coming up. Oh, sorry, that's the system administration. Go to, we'll go to event rules from there. Would be fine. And select that generic event there.
Okay, just let me know.
Camera, select camera rules here.
Okay.
And there you go. You should see.
Show notification, yeah, for all users.
No, Patrick, it showed up in all rules. It was generic event under all rules. So he was in the right spot.
Yeah.
Administration.
Yeah, you were in the right spot before. But you get the idea of what we're talking about. Basically, that it's gonna create that generic event inside of Spectrum and create a bookmark, or the other options that you have.
There's on generic event near the top there. There we go. Click on
that one there. So in this case, he's doing a show text overlay.
Yes.
And so he's bringing in the information, and instead of doing a bookmark, in this case, he's doing a show text overlay, and you'll see it's labeled as source camera, and that's where it's pulling the ID from the NeuralLab server, is associating with that information, so that you can then use the search as well.
Yes, I have two events for the generic event. Yeah, so every time we get a new result from NeuralLabs, it's let's say showing it on green, blinking on green, and also doing the overlay of the text on the source camera. Yeah.
So it's going to create a show notification of action in Spectrum, as well as do the text overlay. At which point the text is then part of the video, and it's searchable through that bookmark search in the right panel of Spectrum.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, we can go back live. Yeah. And we can search now an example. Yeah, let's say van, and another example, van and white. Yeah. And we get all vans and white detected. And we can combine also with other analytics like make, or also search by plate.
Yeah. You do the same search by plate, and so your container functionality works exactly the same way, in that it's going to read information on the container, the IDs for the containers.
Yes, exactly. For the container
and then bring that in. And then as far as the importation into Spectrum. So one of the questions that has come in is basically is all the different attributes that you showed, so make, model, color, are those all different licenses, or is it just?
Yes.
How is it licensed?
The license it's in Neural server goes by channel, yeah, and the basis license is LPR or ICCR, yeah, and then the other ones are extra analytics, so it has an extra cost for sure. So you want to add instant speed, you need to add an extra license. If you want to make go for make license, another one. Color is also extra. So the basis is LPR, and LPR includes, for free, LPR includes country, lane, and sense or direction. All these four are included with the basis license. The other ones that are extra are color, make, instant speed, and classification.
Okay. And so they would just add a license to the Neural server to be able to enable those features.
Yeah, you need to get, let's say, in that case, we have an Neural server free flow license. Yeah, let's say because it's a, let's say, city solution. Yeah, and then we have added instant speed, make, color, and classification license.
Okay. So next question. Sorry, I was going to jump into the little bit of the Q&A from some of the questions that have come in, and for those out in the live audience, please submit your questions for this. What are the server requirements for the Neural server in terms of, and how do you determine it based on the number of channels?
You mean in hardware specification, yeah?
Correct. Yes. Yeah. What type of hardware? I saw it's a Windows-based program from.
Yes, it's a Windows-based program. Yeah.
Okay.
The basis requirements are it's 64 native software. Yeah. So we don't work with any. I think there are not any longer 32-bit versions of Windows running around, but it's a 64-bit basis, and nowadays we work on not on GPU. We are working on it, but we work now on CPU. Yeah, so we need, let's say, a basis of 1 or 2 core minimum system requirement. Yeah, so as a 2 core system minimum, because we need 1 core for a real core CPU for our solution, and let's say another one for the operating system and all the computer. Yeah. So
Right.
let's say when you have the best way to know that is when you have a solution, to use our consultancy service, and we will let you know which is the minimum requirements, when we know how many channels and how many analytics you are going to do with our system. This is the best way.
Okay. Okay. Is there any kind of resources on your website as far as an estimator for that, or?
There are some minimum system requirements on our, let's say, manuals. Yeah. On the software solution manuals. Yeah.
Okay. So really, you can put LPR on any camera that's in the system. Doesn't have to be a specific LPR camera. Might get a little bit better performance.
Yeah, but
some of the LPR
it has, let's say, it has to accomplish a minimum specifications. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the minimum type of resolution you're looking for?
Let's say 1 lane. Let's minimum 1 lane, 1 megapixel. Yeah. 2 lanes, 2 megapixel camera. And then for sure we need to have some specific shutter and optics requirements. Yeah, but normally all the cameras can be, let's say, adjusted. This is part of our know-how. Yeah, we can work with all cameras because we know how to set up them. Yeah.
Right. And are you looking at for instance, pixel density and a number of pixels per foot in that scene to be able to capture the tags there as these cars are going through?
Yes. We suggest normally a minimum of between 25 and 35 pixel height for the characters of the plate, of the license plate, as a minimum.
Okay, yeah. So you're looking 25 to 35 pixels per foot.
It's suggested minimum is 20. Yeah.
Minimum is 20. Got it.
Yeah.
Preferred is probably in the 30 to capture the tag. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's slide over off the demo there and go back over here. Any other questions that are out there from the audience? Please feel free to submit them. Anyone at all? Going once, going twice. All right.
Oh, hey, Patrick, I have a question.
Please.
Is there a way someone could get a timed out 2-week test version for one camera so they could test it in their situation and make sure it works? Is there like sort of a demo software version or something like that? At least they could see the capture of it and stuff like that.
Do you have a trial program, Raúl?
Yeah. I was just trying to put on the correct. I just opened the not the correct presentation. Yeah, is the one that has the contact details.
Yeah,
for.
I got.
Yeah, that's it.
I got it.
One. Yeah. You can ask. You can ask directly with my colleague Damian Gorski. Yeah, you can talk about your requirements about this demo. So maybe if it fits, we can get let's say 2 weeks. I think it's not 2 weeks, it's 15 days demo.
Okay. Yeah, 15, 14 days. That's fine. Just something so someone could burn it in, test it in a situation, make sure it meets their needs. Because we offer 30-day trials of our software/licenses, and so it'd be nice to someone maybe pair it up just to make sure it's going to work the way they want.
So another question that came in had to do with, sorry, Paul. So another question that had come in was basic on the, we talked about the pixel density, the server requirements. Last little thing would be, I guess, in terms of the camera angle, are there preferred or minimum in terms of?
We suggest that the angle of vertical and horizontal angle maximum, we suggest suggested angle is 20 degrees maximum, yeah, and maximum really is 30 degrees.
Maximum 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. All right. Any other questions out there? Well, Raúl, we appreciate you your time and knowledge on this subject. It's an impressive product and how it works with DW Spectrum.
It's my pleasure. I have to say that I have worked with many, let's say, BMS systems, but I have to say that DW Spectrum is quite easy to use, and also the integration we have done with our neural server suite is also quite intuitive and easy to use, as you could see, as you have seen on the presentation. Yeah.
Patrick, there was one more question that came in. It was, can you identify LPR and container on the same camera?
Let's say it could be done, but as you know, the containers have not the same physical properties as a plate. A container is not reflective, so normally the container code recognition is done with camera colors without IR lighting. This is the problem, but it could be done, yes. But you need a situation with natural light 24 hours to get both plates and container codes with the same camera. Yeah.
So better to use two cameras for high accuracy.
Yes, right? Yes, because let's say the physical properties and the installation of the cameras is totally different for license plate recognition and for container code recognition.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Let's go ahead and wrap up this morning's Works with DW Spectrum webinar. Thanks for attending. Appreciate it. Thank you, Raúl.